It's time to go over some bold predictions for 2022. Let's get it. All right, welcome in, everybody. Now we're going to go over our first bold prediction of 2022, and we're going to go over Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton, he got a new quarterback this year in Russell Wilson, and I think that is going to do wonders for him. I believe he will be a top 10 fantasy wide receiver next season. I look for him to be the number one person on his team, catching all the balls, doing the deep route, doing the intermediate, and on third down when they need to play, I think Russell Wilson is going to look for Cortland Sutton. Sutton has more of the DK Metcalf type of body, obviously not as big as Metcalf, but as far as the correlation between will he be a Lockett or will he be a Metcalf, I see Sutton being more of a DK Metcalf type of guy, probably more of the more consistent wide receiver on the team, which is probably going to lead him to a nice 1,000-yard receiver. He's going to be putting up some really nice numbers for your team, and you can get him later on in the season, which is definitely going to be very good for you as far as you can maybe go running back, even if you need Sutton to be your wide receiver one. I think he'll be a really good addition to your roster. I have no problem with him being your wide receiver one this year. I think he's going to put up some really, really solid numbers to support whatever you want to do in the draft, even if you may want to take a Kelsey quite early. Now we're moving on to our second person. Let's go ahead and talk about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, he has had a lot of injuries here lately. He's got to the point to where people are kind of doubting him and writing him off a lot. He's starting to fall into the draft. He's not even a first-round pick anymore. Some are drafting him early second, late second, even into the third round. I believe being a contract year for Saquon Barkley, I think he's got to either put up or shut up. This year, even though he's got, Jones at the quarterback position and the Giants as his team, he's going to be running like a man with a mission. And this year, I believe, getting 1,000 yards rushing, if you can get him as your RB2, I think it's going to be stellar for you this season. I think he's going to put up solid numbers, and you can't go wrong with going with Saquon Barkley. I would try to push and see if you can push the envelope to draft him in the third round. That way, if he does end up getting hurt again, it's not really going to cost you too much draft capital. Now let's move on to the third, and I believe that's going to be Jalen Hurts. Bold prediction, I see this guy putting up MVP caliber season like you saw in 2019 with Lamar Jackson. I'm talking about 4,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing. Now, I think it was Lamar Jackson in 19. He became the second quarterback to ever rush for 1,000 yards. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be the third quarterback to ever rush for 1,000 yards. He did well. I believe he had about 740-plus rushing yards last season. This year, I think he's going to be a much improved. They added A.J. Brown in the offense. The offensive line got a little bit better. If Miles Sanders can stay healthy, his supporting cast is there. It's just whether or not Jalen Hurts can be consistent enough in the passing game to put up these big numbers. And I believe with having two wide receivers who could potentially be number one wide receivers, he's going to have to put up the yards. Not only he has pass and catch on the outside, Dallas Goedert as well. Definitely a serviceable tight end. He's got all the tools to do it. I think he'll make it happen this year. Next, we're going to go over Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett is the tight end that moved over from the Seahawks. Now he's going to be having Justin Herbert throwing on the ball over there in the Chargers. I believe he's going to be a top 10 fantasy tight end this year. I know it's a bold prediction. Some people may not even have him in the top 15, top 20, but I think he's going to take a leap this year. Justin Herbert does like targeting the tight end. He targeted Jared Cook a lot last year. Gerald Everett, I believe, is a better pass catcher than Jared Cook was. I think you're going to see some nice, solid fantasy numbers from Gerald Everett. Starting him week in and week out, I think you'll have no problem if you can draft him. If you want to punt tight end, you could take Everett towards the end of your draft, and no one's even going to bat an eye at that. So that's always going to be a good thing there. Let's go ahead and move over to the next guy. Let's talk about Chris Olave. I believe Chris Olave will have more fantasy points than Michael Thomas this year. Michael Thomas is known to be the number one guy. He likes to be the number one guy. He likes to get all the catches, especially in the big opportunities, whether it be touchdowns or the third downs. But Chris Olave is a speedster out of Ohio State. He has fluid route running. I think it's going to be amazing to see how well he gels with Jameis Winston. I mean, not only that, you got Jarvis Landry coming in underneath. You got Michael Thomas taking a lot of the attention. You got Alvin Kamara coming out of the backfield. It's going to be quite interesting to see how all of this gels together. But I think Chris Olave is going to come as the cream of the crop for the Saints. I think he will be the number one receiver for the Saints just based off of his gameplay and how he moves throughout the field. I think not all the attention will be on him year one, and I strongly believe that he will definitely outscore Michael Thomas in his rookie year. So now we're going to move over to the next guy. We're going to talk about Tua Tagovailoa. Now, Now, this guy, he's got all the tools to succeed this year. There is no excuse. He's got Jalen Waddle. He added Tyreek Hill. They've got an offense. Even Gesicki, I like him at tight end. I know there's some things going on social media talking about, oh, can he throw the ball deep? You know, is he underthrowing Tyreek Hill? I don't know if any of that is actually true or in the case. We don't know what happened in that video, whether it was the last pass of practice and he had his arm tired. I don't know what happened, but the fact is the Dolphins have a solid defense. They're going to give Tua a lot of opportunities to succeed. It's whether or not will he be able to take this leap. If he doesn't take the leap this year, he's never going to take the leap. It's pretty much boom or bust. That's just what it is with Tua. We're going to see what we get out of him. Now, we're going to be on to our Bengal Tiger Extra Bold prediction. Our Extra Bold prediction this year is going to be with Sammy Watkins. Hear me out. I think Sammy Watkins will be a 1,000-yard receiver with 10 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. I believe he has the most experience on the team. He's going to come in, try to take more of that Devontae Adams role. I think even more so as far as the trustworthy is going to be. I think he's going to have more trust in Sammy because he's been around a while. I know they got Christian Watson and all these rookie receivers and Amari Rodgers and all these guys that are out there. Even Allen Lazard, some people have taken a step. I just think Sammy Watkins is going to come in and he's going to kind of want to dominate. He's been a long time since Sammy Watkins has been relevant since his rookie year with the Buffalo Bills. People are going to say, well, yeah, you know, he's got Aaron Rodgers. What's going to make this year different? Last year he had Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he has the same amount of greatness in quarterback, but this time he has opportunity. In the Chiefs, he didn't have the opportunity. He had Tyreek Hill there. He had Travis Kelce there. He didn't have the opportunity to be the guy. Here in the Packers, there is nobody there. He has the chance to be the guy. And if he can be the guy for Aaron Rodgers, you better watch out because Sammy Watkins does have the talent to be electrifying. As always, thank you for watching the video. That's going to wrap up our bold predictions for 2022. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, as we're going to be pumping out some even more videos to help make sure you are ready not only for the draft, but for the entire NFL season. Can't wait to see you on the next video. We'll see you next time.